Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the stream. This is Rog Varrock, and in today's stream, we're just going to cover a couple quick updates to some of my favorite blockchain games. Some stuff that you guys can use to earn some NFT rewards and things like that. So let's go ahead and get into it. Before I start, I do want to remind you guys, as you're watching, if you like the stream, like the content, make sure to leave me a like and subscribe, and hop into my Discord channel. Let's go ahead and get into it. So the first thing that I want to cover here is going to be some Lost Relics updates. Finally we are seeing some Lost Relics updates here. So this is from a couple days ago. Argus put out a message that says, I've been busy making new gameplay changes for the next update. This includes things like new adventures, monsters, weapons, and items. That alone right there is really good news, because a lot of people had been, waiting patiently to be able to get some blockchain items and stuff like that in the game. And we're finally seeing that being announced by Cliff. Now, this isn't quite the update that a lot of people were looking for. He goes on to mention that basically his marketplace idea, having the in-game marketplace and being able to trade gas free wasn't quite as easy as he thought it was going to be. And he ran into some red tape. He ran into some financial issues. Basically said that, he couldn't take custody of the engine that players owned. He couldn't take custody of that and just make it, he couldn't do a virtual one-to-one on it. So that kind of bummed me out a little bit, but seeing him work on this and adding new items and stuff like that that's a big up. Everybody's been looking forward to that. So not only is he adding new items into the game, he also said, we're adding new adventures, new monsters. He goes on to say that he is introducing 30 new monsters for Lost Relics. And he's also revamping Odenspire Sands. He's adding a lot of the new monsters into Odenspire Sands, because I guess the way he's mentioning here is that the monsters that are in there right now were really just kind of placeholders because he didn't have time to get them in earlier. So that's really, really good. Good news, I'm excited for the new adventures. That means I'll be able to, make some new tutorials and new dungeon guides, things like that for everybody. So I'm really looking forward to that. Also, along with this update, he adds that there's going to be mini bosses and final bosses added into the game. Now, I don't know exactly how that's going to work, but I'm hoping maybe, maybe every few dungeons you might run into like a mini boss or something like that, or maybe in the higher tier dungeons we'll run into a mini boss. Something like that could be a really good addition to the game, because it does get a little grindy feeling, which, I get it, it's Lost Relics, but it does get a little daunting sometimes, just running the same thing over and over again with the same monsters and everything like that. So if we get some mini bosses and some final bosses into the game, that's going to be a big up for me. Not only that, he is revamping some of the UI features. So he shows an example of the Choose Adventure screen. So if you look at this, it looks like, he's revamping the Choose Adventure screen. He's got it laid out a little bit nicer to where it's not just a random map. He's got, the difficulties on here. It just looks a lot cleaner, some UI adjustments to help improve the game. I'm all for that kind of stuff too. I'm more excited for, the meat and potatoes behind it, the new adventures, the new monsters, stuff like that. But seeing this kind of stuff is really nice. Now, the rest of this post, he had some troubling news. Basically, he was using Square as his payment provider, and I guess Square has a conflict with them, just like PayPal did, and he's going to have to go to a different one. Says he's been finding, he says here, I found another payment provider who were in the crypto space, and they 100% support crypto. And they'll be allowing payments through USDC, which is a stable coin. You can get it on pretty much any exchange. And then you can also pay with a credit card. So, you know, being able to use fiat money too. So he goes and talks, like I said, he talks about how he can't really, you know, implement the in-game marketplace, at least as soon as he wanted to, because of red tape and financial practices that, you know, and licenses that he needs to get. But the one thing that I'm really interested in here, and that really sparked my interest, was that at the end of this post, he says he is going to allow new accounts to be made once again. He disabled them earlier. He sent out a message saying that, you know, basically the alpha had reached its player limit, so he wasn't going to be able to add any more accounts. And I guess with this update, at least he says right around the update, he's going to be opening that up to new players, which is going to be good overall for the game because, you know, we saw after the Easter event when that stuff was closed down, we saw that player level go from, you know, 1,000, 2,000 a day active online, you know, dropped anywhere from like 400 to 600. So, and even lower than that. So having the new players be able to make accounts and having new items for everybody to grind out, it's really going to help the game grow. It's really exciting. So speaking of those new items, let me close out my Discord here. I wanted to show you guys a couple things here that some of you might have noticed, some of you might have not. If we go to the blockchain page, we can actually see what some of these new items are going to be. So where is it here? Where is it? Okay, so here's one of them. I've actually got them pulled up in another screen, but basically there are at least 3 new items that I've seen, just looking at the rares. So all 3 of these have effects, and like I said, I got them pulled up in another screen here, so let's take a look. First one's this bow, the Scorpion Stinger. If we look at the Scorpion Stinger, it's a rare bow. There's 5,000 of them, so there's plenty of chances for, you know, a new player or someone grinding out to be able to get one of these bows, which is really cool. And it has an effect. You know, the items with effects in this game seem to have a lot more value because they just do something a little bit special. So this one's going to have a 10% chance to cause poison damage for 2 seconds. Now, if you're a new player coming in, or maybe you're like me, I've yet to find anything or any bows. So being able to get at least a rare bow and have it have an effect is pretty exciting. You know, there's 5,000 of them. I'm sure that I'll be able to get at least one of these if I, you know, put some time and effort into it. So we got the bow, we got 5,000 of the bow, and we also have a couple melee items as well. So the first melee item that we have getting added to Lost Relics is the Firelight Falcon. I hope I'm saying that right. Looks like a one-handed sword, which is kind of cool. I like one-handed sword, and there's 5,000 of these as well. And this one also, like I said, has an effect. It's a 10% chance to cause fire damage or to burn an enemy for 2 seconds. So we have that one, and we also have the Lost Stampeder. You can find all these on the blockchain website for yourself. There's 5,000 of these as well, and this one kind of looks like a two-handed sword, and its effect is plus 10% damage. So altogether, at least in the rare items, we have 10,000 melee items and 5,000 bows coming in Lost Relics, with the addition of new adventures, new monsters, a UI revamp, and you know, accounts being created again. So Lost Relics has some stuff going for it right now. We're really excited about this. I know I'm personally excited. I'm going to be grinding out, trying to get as many of these items that I can. At the very least, I want one of each. You know, I want to be able to say I got one of each of these things. That's pretty much it with the Lost Relics updates. Just, you know, it sounds like that patch, he didn't have a time limit on it, but the fact that he made an announcement sounds like it's probably going to be here pretty soon, as long as there's no other barriers like, you know, the financial stuff that he ran into. And just adding items like this, there really shouldn't be. So look forward to Lost Relic stuff. I've also got another game that's having another community event coming up. You guys have probably seen my video on this. or at least on the game. But I want to talk about Space Misfits for a minute. So Space Misfits is a game that I've been playing for roughly a month now. And Space Misfits, the dev, he goes by King Misfit in his Discord. The developer for this is really generous with his rewards. He's been having community events where, you know, it's honestly, it's pretty easy to play because of the low player base. And he's been giving out NFT rewards, in-game shop bonuses, and stuff like that for the people that are competing in these events. So we've got a new one coming out. Now, a few days ago, actually it was more like a week ago, he put out a post basically saying that he was starting up this new event and that it was going to be on the 21st of May, so in about 4 days from now. So we didn't know too much about it, but a couple days ago he actually released the article behind the event that shows the rewards that we're going to be able to win from this, and you know, how the prizes break down and stuff like that. So it basically has a, you know, a little bit of a lore background. There's the enemies in Space Misfits are called unknowns, or the nameless as they're called in this article. But they're basically NPC ships that you go around and destroy. And that's how you collect the graviton cells, which is the item that you're trying to collect for these events. So in this one, we've got a new event aimed at killing these unknowns and collecting graviton cells, which is basically the same thing as the last event. So if you played on the last one, you should have no problem playing in this one. And we've got a breakdown of the rewards here. So these are going to be top 50 rewards, and all of them are going to be, you know, are going to have NFT rewards and stuff like that. And the higher you place, the more that you get. So looking at this, the number one spot in this event is going to get a $50 engine backing unique NFT. Right off the bat, you're getting $50. You're also getting 3,000 SMC, which is the crypto that this game uses. So you'll be able to sell that or use it in the game, whatever you want. And you're also getting a $250 store credit. You can use that to buy, you know, schematics for new ships, different NFTs, all that kind of stuff. On top of that, you're going to get an in-game title, which will give you a little bit of clout just right off the bat. And you're going to be able to work with the Space Misfits team to name the alien race. So a chance to actually work with the game. That's kind of, you know, that's just a cool thing in general, you know, be able to put a little bit of your effort and your spin on some of the game. So I thought that was pretty cool. And on top of that, for the first place, you're going to get a unique piece of NFT art. There's only 20 of these total, so it should be pretty valuable, or at least at the very least a collector's edition if you like the game, and one secret NFT. So that's pretty cool for first place. Now there are rewards for the other places as well. Let's see. Number two, basically the same kind of thing. You're going to get a $25 engine backing unique NFT. You're going to get $50 in store credit, a unique in-game title, and you're also going to get the chance to work with the Space Misfits team to name the first alien cruiser ship and have your in-game name added to the description of the game credits. If you're a big gamer, that would be really cool, especially if this game launches off like I think it's going to. You know, having your name in the credits would be awesome. And you're also going to get the unique piece of NFT art. It looks like the top 20 is going to get that, and a secret NFT. Same sort of thing for 3, 4, and 5, or 3 and 4, excuse me. They're going to get the same things. You know, store credit, a unique Eng-backed NFT. You're going to get to work with the team to design, you know, or name a heavy fighter ship, and get your name in the NFT or in the game credits. So after that, even if you aren't in the top 4, you can still win some prizes on here. You are going to, if you place number 5 to number 20, which honestly really isn't that hard. I think last event I placed mid-20s, and that really wasn't with too much effort. It was like an hour a day. I was able to do that. You're going to get a smaller NFT, a little bit of store credit. You're going to be able to get a heavy fighter NFT, which in itself is going to be really valuable. These heavy fighters are worth anywhere from like $50 to $200 on the shop. So the fact that he's giving that out for all the places from number 5 to 20 is really, really exciting. And then you're also going to get the unique piece of NFT art and the secret NFT. And if you fall below that and you finish from 21 to 50, you're going to get a $5 engine NFT and one secret NFT that he hasn't revealed yet. Now, it's important to know that this event is a lot shorter than the last one. The last one went on for a week straight. It kind of made it hard to keep on grinding that out, especially if you have like a real life job and stuff like that. But this event is only one day. It starts on the 21st of May at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and it ends on the 22nd of May at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And the 21st is a Friday, and the 22nd is a Saturday. So as long as you can play from Friday night to Saturday night and just try to grind out as much as you can in that time, you have a really good chance of being able to win some NFT rewards from Space Misfits. So definitely be on the look for that. I'll probably go back and end up adding the Space Misfits Discord just in the link of this video. But definitely check that out. You know, I like playing these games and being able to get, you know, NFT rewards and stuff like that from community events, because it shows that team is actively working on stuff, which is great. It shows that they want to get their audience captivated with the game and that they're giving back to their community. So this will be the second event that I've played in with Space Misfits, and I think it's just a great chance to get in there and win, you know, win some rewards. A lot of the blockchain gamers that I see, you know, it's almost like they want to just be like handed stuff and you know, be able to get those NFT rewards. But you know, most of the games you either have to pay to get something or you know, make an investment. And Space Misfits isn't that way at all. I literally haven't spent a dime on that game. I may do it, you know, the more that the game grows. But this one's all free to play. You know, it's completely free to play, free to enter, free to get into the beta, and it actually gives you rewards just by playing the game and giving your feedback about it. So definitely check that out. Like I said, 21st of May, that's going to be going on for one day only. So if you can spare a Friday night into a Saturday, 24 hours, grind out as much as you can. Try to get some of those rewards because it's really going to be helpful for you. So the last thing that I want to cover with you guys is MyDefiPet. Now, I did a live stream the other day of MyDefiPet, and to be honest with you, I felt a little misled when the game actually launched, but nonetheless, I'm still kind of enjoying it, and I see where they're going with this. So I was under the impression that MyDefiPet, you know, it said it was an official launch on the website. I was under the impression that this was going to be good to go and everything was going to be released from the start. Turns out that wasn't really the case. So I wanted to give you guys an update on what I'm doing in this game in order to prepare for the future. So with MyDefiPet, right now we're kind of limited to, you know, leveling up our pets, caging our pets, and farming, you know, collecting food to do that. So that's exactly what I've been doing. I started out actually by building a few of these small barbarian cages, and I realized very quickly that the barbarian cages weren't really going to cut it in the end. I found out that the larger the cages that you have, the more silver capacity they'll hold, which is really important because the more that your pets level up, the quickly they generate that silver. And if you're not there to click like every hour, you'll end up missing some with the barbarian cages. So at this point in the game, I've been just collecting my silver as much as I can. Like I said, I'm already capped out on those barbarian cages. I've got a little bit of I've got one insect cage. And then what I've been doing in order to prepare for the future is building larger cages. I'm getting these ready because right now they don't have the ability to move your pets around to different cages. But it's been confirmed in Telegram that you will have that feature eventually. So in order to prepare as much as possible, I'm going, and I would recommend you guys would do this too, is I'm going back and building enough of these bigger cages to be able to house my pets so that I can get the most silver out of them as I possibly can. So I'm doing that. I've already got 2 built, and like I said, I just put these down earlier today. So I've got about 6 hours left on those. And in the meantime, I'm kind of just farming as much as I possibly can on the food with whatever silver that I have left. Because you're going to notice that once you get, your pets to these higher levels, it costs a lot of food to level them up. Like, for example, the latest one I've been working on is Rudolph, which he's a big silver generator, so I'm trying to get him to level 10 as much as possible. He's almost there. I actually need 1,280 food to be able to level this guy up, or to feed him one more time to level him up. But yeah, that's mainly what I'm doing. We can take a look over here, and I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be the feature, the Happy Forest. So they've actually increased the timer that's going on. It was down to about 3 days. They've increased the timer. I noticed today they've increased it to 10 days. So I guess that's in order to, work out the bugs and stuff that people encountered. Like I said in my last video, every launch of a game has bugs like this. So it's, I'm kind of happy that they're working on it and taking the time, because I don't want them to release something that just doesn't work. You know what I mean? So we got about 10 days or so for this Happy Forest to be released. And that should bring pet battling and breeding, as long as it matches up with the roadmap that they put on their site. So I would advise to everybody to kind of do the same thing. Plant whatever food that you can. Like I've been trying to, plant as much of the higher level foods that I can in preparation for this, because you're going to need tons of food going forward. So I'm planting high level foods, and I'm using a large sum of silver to be able to build these larger cages. That's going to help me out when when the other features do release in about 10 days. Other than that, I am working on trying to get my pets up to level 10 each, because if you look at the roadmap of this game, you can tell that buying and selling your pets on the auction house is going to be the main moneymaker here. You got to get them to level 10 to be able to evolve them. And the more that you evolve your pets, the more valuable they should be. And I want to say that it's probably around level 10 too that you're going to be able to breed once that feature gets in. So I would recommend everybody do the same as well. Go ahead and get your big cages built up, and keep on farming your food. Just kind of wait it out and try to get a jump start on this game before everything opens up, because that's when we're going to see the major player base come in, is when everything's working and everybody's scrambling to level up their pets as fast as possible, and get D-Pet tokens as fast as possible to evolve them. So even though the game, like I said, it kind of misled me a little bit, saying official launch on their website and stuff like that, even though that happened, this is really a critical part in the game to get a jump start on everybody else. So it's really important to go ahead and take advantage of that while you can. But that's pretty much all I had with the stream today. Like I said, it was just a couple quick updates. So little recap if you missed anything. Lost Relics has a lot of updates coming out. They're adding new items, new adventures, new monsters. So whenever that happens, I'll make sure to let you guys know too. Hopefully in a little bit in advance, so that you guys can get in there and start grinding for those items. So Lost Relics has that going on. Space Misfits has a large event happening, giving out NFT rewards. And basically MyDefiPet at this mode is a farm stage. So get your pets up to max level, get your cages and everything built, and continuing leveling up your characters so that you can unlock everything. But that's pretty much all I had. Like I said, if you guys like this kind of content and like blockchain gaming news like this, make sure you hop into the Discord. I'm actually going to be doing a kind of large airdrop in there. I just added airdrops, crypto airdrops to the Discord. And after I finish this stream, I'm going to be dropping probably around 30,000 sats, Satoshis. So if you guys are interested in that, hop in there and scoop up those rewards. And stay tuned for updates on the Discord too, because I am trying to put together right now, some light night tournaments and stuff like that. Community type events where we can go in and maybe win some small NFT rewards just for, playing in the tournament, basically. I want to get the community active in that Discord. So that's my goal right now. And thank you, Gooey, for the comment there. I noticed that you got Light Night too, so definitely stay tuned. Maybe we can get some community events going on with that. But until next time, you guys take it easy and have a good time, all right? I will try to keep you guys posted with the latest blockchain news as I get it, at least with the games that I'm playing. So yeah, you guys take it easy, all right? I'm out of here for the day.